Poem Ant and the Cricket, Unit 1, Chapter 2. Ant and the Cricket poem is taken from Aesop's fable. When we say something about a fable is a story that is usually uses animal to teach a valuable life lesson, a moral. And this story is typically short and state its moral at the end. And can you guess the name of these popular fables? When we say, you can say that it is something about the mouse and the lion, and rabbit and the tortoise, and the thirsty crow. So these are the fables. Now, why is Aesop's fable famous? Some of the most popular fables were told by men known as Aesop, who was born a slave in Greece thousands of years ago. And the tortoise and the hare, the lion and the rat, the crow and the picture, etc., are just a few of the Aesop's notable fables. You can see here the fox and the sour grapes, the fox and the crane. All these things are there, which tells about the fables of its time. Something about the ant and the cricket. The cricket, also known as the true cricket of the family Gerbilidae, are insects related to bush crickets and more distinctly to grasshopper. Cricket are mainly nocturnal and are best known for the loud, persistent chirping sound of males trying to attract female, although some species are mute. Now, ants are common insects, but they have some unique capabilities. Ants are remarkable for their self-organizational skill and great team culture. Now let us go through the poem and then we will see its summary. First, say something about the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing, though the warm sunny month of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So here the author is saying that there was a silly cricket who was accustomed to sing throughout the warm and sunny months, and especially the summer and spring. He began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and the winter had come and he had nothing to eat. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, say the cricket, of me? Now here the author is saying that he didn't have even a small crumb in his cupboard because he had not stored anything for the winter time, as snow has completely covered the grounds and there was no flower to be seen on the grounds, no leaf on the tree. And now this particular cricket is saying to himself, oh, what will become? Now he is very much worried that what will become of him of the complete winter because there is nothing to eat. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, always he sat off to the miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Now the author is saying, at last by starvation and famine, he became a little bit bold that he had to do something, otherwise he will die. In dripping wet and trembling cold, away he just set off. He went to the miserly ant. Miserly ant means he was very much not willing to give anything to anyone, to see if to keep him alive he would grant him something. That's why he went to the ant, so that he may get something. him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he did repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Now he has asked only a mouthful of grain, and he wished only to borrow, and he did repay it tomorrow. He thought that he would give this uh, mouthful of grain to the ant next time. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. So now he's thinking that if he is not going to ask anything from the ant, he will die of starvation and sorrow. So that's the reason why he went to ask the ant. Say the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But we ant never borrow, we ant never lend. Now here the ant said that I am your servant and I am your friend. But one thing is very particular about we ants, that we never borrow or we never lend anything to anyone. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? When the weather was warm, quoth the cricket, not I. So now he is asking, this particular ant is asking, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? So haven't you kept anything for yourself when the weather was warm? Quoth means said the cricket, not I. So now he said, no, not anything. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say? So now he is saying that my heart was so light that I sang day and night, and I didn't care for saving anything for myself. For all the nature looked gay means happy, so I sang. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Now the ant is saying that if you have wasted your time so much, so it's better that you go and dance the winter away. Now it is time to repent for you. There will be no help from me. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Now here in the ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Lifted the wicket means he just made him out of the place, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. So he just turned him away. Folks call this a fable. People call this particular story a fable. I warrant it true. So now the author is saying that I warrant this particular story to be true. It happens to everyone, those who waste their time away. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So now the author is referring to this particular story, to that of relating this story to that of the human beings. That he says that some human beings are just like cricket. They have 4 legs. They waste their time and spend their time lavishly during the nice days, and they are just like cricket. And some are just like ants. They are just hardworking and they work hard to gain a living. So now here the word meaning for this particular lesson: silly, foolish, accustomed, used to. Cupboard, a piece of furniture with a door and a typical shelf used for storage. Crumb, a small amount of something. Starvation, suffering caused by a lack of food. Famine, extreme scarcity of food. And trembling, shaking. Miserly, hated to spend money. Gay, happy. Hastily, hurriedly, quoth, said, folk, people in general. Now the main idea of the poem is here. The poem tells us the story of the careless cricket who was busy in singing only and never thought and did anything for his future, and an ant who was very sincere to his work and thought and did for the future. The ant lived with self-respect even in harsh time, while the cricket had to beg and could not survive harsh hours of winter. Now here the summary of the poem is: there was a foolish young cricket who used to sing through the sunny and mirthful season of summer and spring, he was so busy in his singing that he hardly found time to gather food for winter. As a result of in winter he faced scarcity of food and started lamenting over it. At last, in the chilly weather, almost without any food, he went to the miserly ant for help, and he thought he could borrow some food and shelter. The ant, utterly self organized, mocked him for wasting his time in singing instead of gathering food for winter. The lazy cricket left with a lesson. Now, the author is also giving some of the inner meaning of this story is that the poet brings out the idea of hard work and pre planning that is essential for every creature, and some crickets have four legs and some have two. In the last line of the poem, that serves the moral to the readers according to the poem. The four legged cricket enjoy the good times but never plan for the tough times of life, and like the merry cricket, some of the human beings enjoy the good times and they never plan to save anything for the future. And the poet indicates that there are some two legged crickets which are human beings, and he wants some people to work hard and plan for their future. According to the poet, we all must accomplish what we are assigned to in our life. Further, he says we are born not only to enjoy the present happy moment but also to work hard for the happy future. Finally, the poet indicates that there are some two legs crickets in the world, this world, which are human beings, and he wants such people to work hard and plan for the future. Make hay while the sun shines is the moral of the story. Now, that was the end of the lesson.